Hi everyone, I just thought I'd do a quick video with a bit of news from our charters and also what's been working for us lately and some of the products we sell on our online store, and also you can drop into Sportys. Tony always has the best lures there, and if you speak to Tony and Tracy they'll help you out with what you're doing too. But yeah, it's all about using really good quality lures I think, and lures that are proven to work. So I'll run through a quick few things now. As far as charters go, we're coming obviously into the warmer months, so what we're looking for now is your bigger whiting moving into the shallows. Mangrove jack's starting to come on. I don't think I'm going to do that many mangrove jack charters at night this summer because just going to be too busy during the day, and if I don't need to go at night I'm not going to. I think the whiting waiting is going to be flat out and just a guaranteed technique of catching trophy fish. So I think might even do less jack charters than last year. Not that it's not enjoyable, it's up there with the biggest sort of adrenaline rush in estuary fishing, but just the hours and the time and the effort is a lot of work, and if we get a rainy summer it's not an easy thing to do with the fish being spread out. So going to stick to what works, and I'll run through a few things now. You might have seen a few videos lately of our fishing on the Broadwater and some of Brad's photos. So Brad over the next few weeks is going to be doing a lot of fishing around here until the border opens. So Narang River, Broadwater, the lakes that come off the Narang River system, concentrating on his lures. He loves his lure fishing, so he'll teach you how to use lures and also catch a lot of fish. He guarantees you'll catch fish. And one of the big secrets is using little lures, so I'll go through that in a moment. And what I'm going to be doing is lures as well as some bait techniques. I'm not a lure snob. I'll do what catches fish, so I'll do some luring, some bait fishing and some crabbing. So yeah, just mix it up and keeps it fun too. Brad will do some mangrove jack luring during the day too, which he's really good at and been doing it for a long time. So if you want to learn some mangrove jack lure techniques during the day and where they are, I highly recommend you book in with them very soon, because the summer's going to get extremely busy for both of us. Okay, so you probably would have seen me using these a lot lately. Yeah, they are really good, especially in the Broadwater. Just drifting while I'm using blades, vibes, soft plastics, yabbies. I'll throw these out. I usually cut one in half and thread it onto a bait holder number 4 size hook, and just try and cover the hook, try and keep it nice and straight and neat. And I've been finding the winter whiting are just chewing on them all day long. You'll actually catch sometimes 4 or 5 fish in one bait, half the worm. So just let them chew it for a while. They take a bit longer than the yabbies to get into their mouth, but once the rod loads up, strike, and you have so much fun on the winter whiting, and they catch a lot of flathead as well. Not as many brim surprisingly, but a lot of flathead, a lot of whiting, and some nice quality fish too. So we sell these for $9.99 a packet on our store. I'm going to run a special on them soon, I think, with some shipping specials, but well worth having in the tackle box. Even if you're using yabbies and you run out of bait, they're such a great backup. They don't dry out like some of the other similar products. They've got a very easy pull tab to open system. Just simply pull that tag, open it, leave it attached so it doesn't pollute the waters. And yeah, just a very easy packet to open and close, and they don't dry out. They stay good for a long time, and they smell nice. They smell like blueberries, which I really like, and the fish do too. So that's those. Killer. Yeah, and then some hard bodies. So over the next few months there are some hard bodies that'll work really well. One of them is the Lure D36. Like if you're chasing brim after these rains in the dirtier water, these guys really stand out in the water, so they're just killer little lures. That's called a Lure D36 in the combat color, and they come in a great little range of colors, these little hard bodies. And troll them, cast them, they work really well for big brim and flathead. And then yeah, we've got those in our online store, goldcoastlures.com, and Sportys has them too, so drop them there if you want some advice, some great expert advice, and get some top lures. Next one This is still Brad's all-time favorite lure, right? And I think it's always gonna be. This is the Pontoon 21 crackjack 48 SPDR. So it's a deeper diver for the model. It's a suspending lure, and that color is his all-time favorite lure. It's the bloody tiger prawn color, and it works in most waters, clear to dirty. It just catches fish. It really can save your day if it's a slow day of fishing. It really does save the day. It's always going to catch something. Again, you can either cast it for various fish, crank it down, or you can troll, and these things will troll to over 2 meters depth if you're using P 0.6 or less braid and 6 pound or 8 pound fluoroliter. Troll them, and they are just, everything hits them from small to big fish. Incredible lures, and we're getting some more in this week of various colors. So yeah, they are one of the best estuary lures in Australia. Pontoon 21 crackjack 48mm SPDR. And there's another one there, this Spanish red color. Very, very good in dirty water. So we get a rainy summer, dirty water, this thing does slay. They slay. They get hit all day long. So if you find the water's dirty on the run out tide especially, swim one of these alongside another color and mix it up. Rightio, so surface lures. We're coming into surface lure season for brim, whiting, all that sort of thing. The smaller ones, the MMD splash prawns. These guys have really made a name for themselves, and genius design by Mick Molnar. Local product, designed locally, and this one's the ghost color. Again, they come in a great range of colors. I do want to use them more locally. I've got to get up there early in the morning before the water's busy, but brim, whiting, trevally, dynamite lures, just cracker lures, great action in the water. You can just pop them or sort of walk the dog top technique, very easy to use, and you don't lose them floating on the surface very often. But that's the ghost, and it comes in a great range of colors that we've got on our store and at Sportys as well. Yeah, brilliant lures. Make sure you get some in your tackle box for the summer, and then it comes in a bigger model. I believe there's an even bigger model coming out soon, which will be great on the big jacks and barramundi, but this one's a 95mm. Great jack lure, makes a nice splashing action. They get hit so hard by trevally jacks, surface feeders, yeah, over the shallows for flathead. Another great lure. That's the banana color, I think. They come in some awesome colors. And like any lures, clear of the water, the brighter the day, go more transparent sort of natural colors. The more dirty a day or cloudy, mix it up with sort of solid colors or white early in the morning. I find really works really well. And then next, soft vibes. So along with the proven ZX40s, the Eco ZX40s, which is my favorite lure ever, we absolutely love the Samaki soft vibes. And again, they come in just an amazing range of colors, and they just have the best action in the water. Just a clean vibration. Surprisingly, don't snag up as often as you'd expect with these trebles. I think maybe because they sort of land head down and the trebles are just above the bottom. So if you just keep twitching them with little teabag movements, they don't snag up too badly. But that one there, I love up the river. It's a ghost bait color. Seems to work really well on trevally and dewies and flathead. And then this one here is the white bait, our all-time favorite color of all. Generally more clearish sort of water, but it does seem to just work most of the time. It's just a natural imitation of white bait. Great, amazing little lure. These are the 70mm forktail models, which are our favorite to use. And then if you go a bit dirtier water, this is Brad's favorite ever at Tweed River, his favorite soft vibe, and that's the pearl shrimp color. Hard to get sometimes, so obviously a lot of people know how well they work. Samaki soft vibes. Two more colors which are up there with our favorites. That motor oil UV one does catch when other things aren't working. Try that in the dirtier water and cloudy days and run out tides. And then the UV squid, this one is a lot of people love this lure, and yeah, it always seems to produce. It's a great soft vibe, really good one. well worth having, and yeah, stands out in the water. So yeah, that's a bit of a roundup from us. So over the next few weeks, I'll be doing a lot of whiting wading, and I've done a lot of studying these wading banks and found a lot of different new spots, so you can move around them and I try not to fish too many spots too often. Leave them alone for a while, and yeah, just keep farming the area. So we don't keep all the fish we catch, we keep enough for a feed and let the rest go. And the whiting wading will be super popular over summer. We've still got a deal going this November. I've only got a couple of spots left in November, but there are still the great Queensland Getaway vouchers available till this Sunday, and then if they sell out before then, they'll close the campaign, but at the latest this Sunday they end, so don't miss out. I'll post a link to get those vouchers for my boats. Brad's not registered for this campaign, but if it works really well, we'll get him into it for the future ones. But basically you can save $100 per person on a charter. So, and I'm also offering crabbing on the charters, GoPro video uploaded to YouTube, and a 7-hour trip instead of 6 as a bonus value add for November. So not many spots left, but the vouchers can be used all the way through to January 2022, 23rd of January. So if you book a charter now and use your vouchers towards it to get $200 or $300 off the charter, you can book on a date in November, December or January and still use it up on my boat. And I'll be fishing Nerang River, Gold Coast Broadwater, some of the lakes and some of the sand flats for your big whiting. There's some monster flathead over there, so might try use some glide baits too and plastics. And lastly, this is a handy book I carry on my boat all the time now. Morgan Grant was kind enough to send me this, and we sell them in our shop too. They're just a priceless gift, these things, and yeah, there's not many left in existence now because Ian Grant's the original author. He's in his 90s now. I think he's retiring. There's only a few hundred of these left that are autographed by him, and you just can't beat a hard copy, I reckon. Doesn't matter how many apps you have. It's just nice having a real book in your hand. I'm going to carry this on charters now. If we find and catch an unusual fish, we'll grab it and see if we can identify it. And yeah, thanks Morgan for this book. I highly recommend them. And yeah, if you can jump online and go to Grant's Guide to Fish's Facebook and website, you can still buy an autographed copy by the legend himself. And Grant has been a lifetime of work, this incredible book. So grab one of those from them or us, but yeah, they're not going to be around forever, so grab one while you can. Makes the ultimate Christmas gift too, I reckon. Yeah, so I'll be using that on the boat. That's about it. Yeah, just a quick roundup and of where we're at. A little bit of stormy weather around, but you know, I hope it gets back to that sort of typical summer where the storms build up in the afternoons and rains at night, and the mornings are not too bad and we can get out there for a fish. I think we got some cracking fishing ahead just with the rain we had already. Bit of a flush out, the water's a bit dirty on the run out tide in the Nerang, so run in might be the go for a few more days. But the broadwater's going to fish fantastic. Tons of winter whiting out there, flathead, sand crabs, bigger sand whiting over the banks now, some monster flathead on the banks. So yeah, good times ahead. Water temperature, it's sitting at about 24, 25 in the river now. The flats are warming up too, and eventually they'll get too hot, so it's the run-in tide, brings in the cool ocean water that stimulates the whiting to feed there as well. So keep in mind, when it does get hot, you want that run-in tide for the big whiting. Alright, that's about it. Have a good day guys, and chat to you soon. Cheers.